Yo, welcome to the first edition of Cooking Craic. Don't be put off by the title. I know it's a little controversial, but the only crack we're cooking around here is the good kind, the C-R-A-I-C kind. First of all, I should introduce myself. I'm JK, I'm a personal trainer based in Newcastle. The whole idea with this show is basically I just want to put two things together that I love more than anything in life, which is basically cooking and of course eating good healthy food and just spending time with people I like, you know, just getting interesting people on the show, having a bit of crack, a bit of banter and eating the food at the end, just having a bit of a laugh really. So with that in mind, let's get in the first recipe and see what we can knock up. Okay, so we're going to be kicking things off by making a protein panna cotta, alright, or protein jelly for you peasants out there. Okay, so basis of this snack is beef-hide gelatin, okay. Clue is obviously in the title. It's not probably going to be suitable for you Vegisauruses out there, but worry not, I will be hitting you guys up with something special real soon. Okay, so we've got that. We have protein powder, so this is what adds the sort of panna cotta element, adds a bit of flavour to it. So we've got whey isolate vanilla flavour, whey isolate chocolate flavour in there, okay? We're going to be making two types as well, just to give you a bit of variety. To add to the chocolate, we're going to throw in some desiccated coconut in there. Coconut and chocolate is a beautiful marriage, okay? And then in the vanilla flavour, we're going to be throwing some raspberries up in that bad boy. Again, another beautiful combination. I've tried every gelatin combination possible and these two are the winners. Alright, so let's get to it. Firstly, what we want to think about is just adding the gelatin to a bowl and adding a little bit of cold water in there as well, just to let that bad boy take shape. Generally, per ramekin, don't believe I'm actually talking about ramekins on here as well, and ramekins, panna cottas. My 10 year ago self would punch my present self in the face for talking about all this crazy stuff, but never mind anyway. So, let's get pretentious. 5 grams per ramekin, okay, per portion. So, just to keep it simple, if you like weighing things, if you're one of those crazy weighers, you can weigh this out as well on some digital scales. I'm just going to use a spoon. A level teaspoon is around 10 grams, okay? So I'm just going to put 2 level teaspoons on there. And that should take care of about 2 portions worth of jelly. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that on the spoon. And I'm going to pop that in the bowl like that. Okay, nice and simple. I'm not sure quite why, but for some reason, on the package here, it does say to add a little cold water before you add some hot water in there, so I just generally do that out of habit. I think it's just so you're not pouring the scalding water on the gelatin and maybe, I don't know, messing up its vibe, whatever, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay, so I just like to add about 4 teaspoons, 5 teaspoons of cold water. Bear with me a second, guys. Dipping over here. Okay, so I've added some cold water to the bowl. I'm just going to give that a little mix. Okay. And while we're preparing the protein and the shakers there, I'm just going to boil up some water as well so we can make the gelatin mix. So, turn on this. This is really cool, by the way, courtesy of Love Lunch. They've got a nice little kettle over here. It basically boils it up and pours it for you as well. Okay, very cool. I'll have to get one of those for home. So I'm just going to leave that gelatin to set for a little while there. In the meantime, I'm going to add the protein to the shakers, okay? So as we discussed, I'm going to make 2 different flavours. We've got vanilla flavour, I'm going to pour that in there. Per portion as well, I like to put in about 25 grams of protein per ramekin as well, okay? So that gives you a nice, including the gelatin, which is also protein as well, it gives you a nice 25 to 30 grams of protein per portion as well, which is pretty much ideal, okay? So, I'm wild up in here. Alright, we'll get to that bad boy in a minute. So, I've got 50 grams of vanilla whey in here. I'm just going to pour that in that shaker, let that do its thing. Got some protein all over my hand. Don't like to waste it, so yeah, there we go. I also have some I did say it wasn't about drugs, okay? The cooking crack thing, it really is CRAIC crack, okay? So you didn't see that. I also have chocolate whey. I'm going to pop that bad boy in there. Nice and simple. And what I like to do is, I found it works well to put the mixture in. So I shouldn't have done that was naughty. I'm going to put the coconut in 2 of the shakers, evenly distribute that. I like to use about 15 grams of desiccated coconut per ramekin as well. Okay, so I'm going to pour that in there. There we go. And I'm going to add the raspberries for the vanilla mix. Okay, so I'm just going to pop those raspberries in there, equally distribute them. Again, just depends on your macros. Raspberries don't really consist of much, they're very low carb, very low calorie as well, so I just chuck a handful in there. If you're quite OCD about counting your macros, of course you can put them in your little food tracking app if you wish. I can't talk, I'm very OCD about these things. Okay, so then you are just going to shake up your protein mixture. So I'm going to pop that in there, so easy. And the beauty of this is as well, guys, you get a double bicep workout while you're using your shakers as well. This is beautiful, alright? So, you can do the alternating bicep curl like this. You can do 2 at the same time. Or you can even add Zottman curls. Curling up to the shoulders, rotate around, work the forearms a little bit. The bodybuilders out there know the deal. Okay. So just shake the hell out of those bad boys, guys, any which way that you can. Give them a good shake, I'm getting a good bicep pump off of this. Bit of blood to them sets. And there we go, that should have mixed nicely. Okay, take the lid off, nice and easy. And then I'm going to add a little hot water to my jelly mix. Okay. Should mention as well, I previously filled this up with 150 millilitres of water to begin with. Alright, that's just because obviously I'm using a bit of liquid with the gelatin prep there. So that should make up roughly around sort of 200 millilitres of liquid in each one there. So roughly I get about 100 millilitres in each ramekin. Okay, makes sense? So I'm just going to add the hot water in there. And that should melt that mix down nicely. Okay, so I'm just going to give that a nice little stir in there. Is that a fly? There's a fly in the room. I'm going to give that a little chase in a minute, guys. Okay, so that's really behaving nicely today, that gelatin. Okay, always use freshly boiled water as well, just to really melt it down. There's nothing worse than when you get lumpy jelly as well. That's really, really annoying, so just give it a good stir to begin with. Okay, and then I'm just going to equally distribute the gelatin mixture between my shakers right here. Pour that in there. Again, I'm just being rough. If you're quite OCD, if you're measuring, you can get it on the scales if you want to, but I'm just going to pour it in there and roughly guess half and half. Alright. A little bit more in there, and that should be perfect. Cool. Okay, and it's as simple as that, guys. What you want to do is put the lids back on, give it another little shake as well, just to evenly distribute that mixture in there. Okay, so there we go. Lids on those bad boys again. Biceps, baby. Straight back in. I'm sure you can add a bit of tricep in there as well if you really wanted to, guys. You could make it like French press as well if you want to. Just make sure the lid doesn't come open while you're doing that one. Give it a good shake. Some squats in there as well, anything that makes you happy. And diggity done. Okay, so once that's mixed nicely, this should be the perfect amount to fit in these ramekins as well. I honestly didn't get these ramekins from eating goo desserts. They did not come from goos, just for the record. I only eat clean, honestly. Right, so I'm just going to add my little chocolate mixture into the coconut mixture there. Nice and easy. There we go, hopefully it's just going to be enough. Or else I'll have to drink the gelatin because I don't like to waste things. Okay, there we go. Nice. Oh, we might have a little extra on in there. I'll just leave that on the side for now. Okay, and what I like to do is just give that little stir there. Let the coconut do its thing. Okay, and give that one a little stir as well. And then the coconut should be nice and evenly distributed through the mix there when you're eating that. It's a personal favourite one, that really, really delicious as well. Great one if you're on a ketogenic diet as well. Because obviously you're getting your healthy fats in there, you're getting your MCTs from that, you're getting a good hit of protein as well. And generally it's a good idea to get some more gelatin in your diet when you're on that sort of eating plan as well. But I won't go off on a big nutrition tangent, guys, but we might get into that in later episodes if the demand is there. Okay, and now I'm just going to add the vanilla mixture to the raspberries. So, okay, I'm just going to pour that over nicely. There we go. And done. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Right, and then once you've filled those bad boys up, it's just a case of popping them in the fridge. Generally, they only take about 30 minutes each as well. About 30 minutes because it's quite small, so that's perfect really. You can just pop them in the fridge and you've got a snack in no time. You can prepare them before a meal, straight after your meal, they're ready, and you've got a legitimate snack as well. So it's just ideal. It's one of the weird things when I was a kid. Like I remember making jelly in a big bowl, and it used to seem like it took like half a day to set as well. I think it's just because time's in slow motion back then. You're just waiting forever. But this, I think, time flies when you're old, doesn't it? So, half an hour, it's a beautiful thing. Pop those in the fridge. Done. Okay, here's the part I've been waiting for. Ever since I was a little kid, I used to watch Blue Peter and cookery shows. I'm showing my age of Blue Peter there. And I've always wanted to say, here's one I made earlier. Alright. And a special one it is, guys, in a Snoop Dogg style chalice. Okay, you're not limited though by the flavours that I presented to you today. There's so many jazzy flavours of protein out there. There's like rhubarb and custard, salted caramel. You're only limited by your imagination, so you can make all kinds of like lovely jelly desserts in there, guys. You can add whatever filling you want to in there as well. I've chosen coconut, but you can add flaxseed if that fit your macros, if you wanted to get some good omega-3s in there and some fibre. Whatever, make it meet your macros, whatever diet you're on. It can be low fat, it can be low carb, it can be anything, guys, okay? So do with it what you will as well. And by the way, gelatin probably gets a bad rep all the time because of like jelly sweets, but gelatin is actually by nature very healthy, especially if you get a source of good quality gelatin as well, like the one I was using. It's actually rich in the amino acids glycine and proline as well, which help constitute collagen production, believe it or not. I'm not going to get all geeky on you, but we all know the benefits of collagen in regards to supple skin. Also, your lifters out there as well in regards to like joint care and keeping healthy joints as well. I mean, years ago we used to eat animals like top to tail and we used to get plenty of collagen in the diet. Now not so much, so by getting some gelatin in the diet you could really benefit as well. So if you want to know a little bit more about the geeky side of it or the health benefits of gelatin, I will be posting a blog up on the jkway.co.uk. my website, and that should be up in the next couple of days, so keep an eye out for that if you want to know about the nerdy stuff. But in the meantime, just knock yourself up some gelatinous treats and enjoy, dudes. Alright? Now I'm going to get stuck into this bag. In fact, I've been trying to be professional and not getting stuck in, but screw it, guys. I've had 2 PT sessions before this. I haven't eaten in about 4 hours. I'm just going to shove it in my damn face, alright? So, really good, really delicious. Try and, a note though for future, guys, chew your food, don't eat too fast, don't use me as a lesson here, guys. I'm a fast eater, I'm like a friggin' wolf. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace. Okay, that's a wrap, guys. Thank you very much for having me. Thanks for watching. It's been a pleasure. Big shout out to Love Lunch as well for letting me use the premises. If you enjoyed the video, please go share it, like it, whatever, just tell a friend. And then hopefully we can bring out some more episodes. I'll be getting some cool guests on as well, having a bit of banter with them, eating some food. And as well, whatever foods you want to see as well, let me know and I'll do my best to, banana bread, cakes, muffins, anything. I'll do my best to produce those for you guys. Thank you very much, and that's JK out. Peace.